But this morning, Resurrection Sunday, I'm glad to see some came to church today. If we had all them people that were at the Easter egg hunt here, we'd have a full church. But unfortunately, man's tradition is more important than God. And we see that. But at least in this congregation, and I know most of you are old enough to remember, there was a song written about Easter. And an Easter bonnet. With all the frills upon it. Remember that? Remember way back when ladies would go and buy a bonnet and wear it on Sunday and try to outdo each other? What does that got to do with Resurrection Sunday? Tradition of man. But the biggest tradition that is followed is the Easter eggs and a bunny. Did you know bunnies don't lay eggs? They don't lay eggs. Yet tradition has it, you have eggs and you color them for Easter. Now I have found from experience, whether it's colored or not, it tastes the same. So I don't know what it gains. It doesn't look any more appetizing. It doesn't taste any better. But people color eggs. And then there's the fact of the Easter bunny. But you see, all of these things are actually the devil's way of getting away from the true meaning of Resurrection Sunday. And the sad thing is the church has gone the same route. I got an Easter greeting from Penn, Florida District Assemblies of God. It says Easter greeting. Oh, I'm going to email them. Trust me. You know where the name Easter comes from? The goddess Easter. The goddess Easter. She was the goddess of fertility. When did she come about? During Nimrod's time. That's how old this tradition is. How did it get to the United States? Because that all happened over there. The Germans brought it. The Germans brought Easter over with them in Pennsylvania. And it became popular because it didn't have to do with religion. And tradition, just like Christmas, kills the holiday. Yet, we all get wrapped up in it, we all get involved in it. You know, and you have to weigh out, you know, the children because of tradition and everyone else. You know, you go along and you do the things that you do. But when it comes to church, there's nowhere in the Bible that talks about Easter. It doesn't talk about coloring eggs. It doesn't talk about the Easter bunny. Why the bunny? It goes along with Easter, the goddess Easter. Because rabbit's known for its fertility. And that's where all of that mess comes from. And it's really a shame because Christians don't know that. They really don't. And it's not a godly thing. But what I want to do this morning is start with the triumphal entry. I want to show you what happens in our lives as we live. I know last Sunday was the Sunday for this message, but today is the day for this message. In John chapter 12 and verse 12, it says, "The next day a great multitude that had come to the feast, and when they had heard Jesus was coming to Jerusalem, they took branches of palm trees and went out to meet him and cried out, 'Hosanna! Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord, the King of Israel.'" At the beginning of this week, they were excited. Their new king was coming. And by the end of the week, he was hanging on a cross. How sad it is. How many times have we crucified Christ in our life? You see, they all started out good. They were looking forward. They were worshiping Jesus as the king. And they wanted a king. They wanted to get away from the oppression. But Jesus had told his disciples his kingdom was not of this earth. So what did he do?